Greetings, dear friends. Greetings to you and happy Monday. Here we are with our first Mindset Mastery session, our Mindful Motivation for Mindset Mastery for the month of May. This is the first one for the month of May. So if you've watched these with me before, you know that I use 4 different card decks to help us set the tone and really get into the depths of what's possible. The mindset mastery is the idea behind all of that is to really step into the power that you are. Step into and animate all the things that are possible and potential for you. Now, in order to navigate these choices and ideas and opportunities, I like to focus on what phase of the moon is being animated or influencing us. So this week, and it is the new moon phase in the sign of Taurus, and it arrives tomorrow, Tuesday the 7th. So what this energy is about, if you've been following the ideas of the phases of the moon, the new moon or the dark moon, it's time to really bring your awareness, your attention deep within you. It's a highly introspective time. Now, with it being Taurus, it's very much about coming home. I put my hands on my heart. This is coming home. So spiritually, emotionally, physically, coming home to who you truly are. Now, the thing about that's really lovely is that last month in April, things may have felt a little bit pressured, a little bit discombobulating, in that we had the Mercury retrograde, so maybe communications got a little bit off the wall or a little bit disconnected or problems in that regard. But then we also had the lunar and the solar eclipse energies. This was really big, and it actually was really all about inspiring and kind of propelling us forward as spiritual beings. So now we kind of come into the month of May and enjoy the spring, the buds starting to swell here, and new, like the new season's beginning. There's such an energy of softness and soothing and calmness. Can you allow yourself to drop into that? Feel into that. And also feel into, what does it mean to come home to you? What does it mean to create a sense of ease, and what is your best pace of doing and being? And are you allowing yourself to feel into that, to evolve that, to when we get in touch with our core self, our essence, our heart energy, our soul, that's a time that you can actually start looking at, what are your big dreams? What are your maybe someday dreams, visions, intentions? Are you actually allowing them to blossom? Are you planting seeds to align with that? Now, I've said this to you before. If I say anything in these sessions that trigger you, or you need a wee bit more support or guidance, put it in the comments below or message me directly. These ideas are intended to support you. They're intended to meet you where you are, but also my intent with all of these sessions, with this idea of mindset mastery, is to help you really get in touch with your intuitive guidance, with your power, your superpower, actually. It's to really engage with that and go to it anytime you need to make a choice or a decision. It's about coming into that realization that not only are all answers that you're looking for you, but you have access to them. And it's about really allowing yourself to calm down any worrying, chattering, oh my God, what about this type of dialogue that might be going on in your mind. Because decisions really need to be made from your heart energy, not your chattering, oh my God type of mindset. I trust that makes sense. So the first deck of cards that we're going to access is letting go. So this is what I'm talking about the In order for you to land into your own inner wisdom, your own sense of peace and calm and alignment with your essence, your power, what makes your heart sing, what is your purpose? These are all components of coming home, of coming into alignment with that. Now, as we evolve and do these types of things, there's always pieces to let go. And that's why I like to start these sessions with this. So just take a nice deep breath. Let's see, what can we focus on letting go with this powerful Taurus new moon, which, like I said, we're actually being affected by that new moon already. It's almost like 2 days before and 2 days after. That's when we kind of really embrace and be inspired by that. Perfect. So here's what's come up is connection that no longer serves. So isn't that's actually a very powerful one. When we really get into connection, deep, deep felt connection with your essence, with your truth, then maybe you start to become aware of connections that no longer serve. Now, these can be ideas, they can be people, they can be projects, they can be directions or choices. What comes up when you get given permission to release, to let go of a connection that no longer serves? See what comes up. And sometimes, what's really good is if once I say that, did something pop? Something pops into your mind of like, oh, maybe that doesn't serve me anymore. Then perhaps that's your own inner wisdom kind of tapping you on the shoulder and saying, look over here, this is something that's draining you or not in alignment with that big, auspicious, audacious, beautiful dream that you have that maybe you haven't been paying attention to. Okay, see how that comes. And like I said, if you need some more support or ideas on that, let me know. But now I'm going to pull a tarot card, and then we go to 3 of the Healing with the Angels and finalize it all with Liberate Your Inner Truth card. So the card that's come up here is 7 of Wands. I like that one. That actually feels in alignment with what I said about the answers you're looking for are looking for you. But see, sometimes, and this is when 7 of Wands come up, it's sometimes it feels like, oh, I need to do this and I need to do this, and what about this, and what about this, and what about this? But there's such an auspicious space that can be stepped into when you say, this is what I'm doing, and not feel like, oh, I'm running out of time and I don't have enough things to do and I have to be aware that that's actually a nudge to come into your heart space, to come into trusting you. You are always, 100%, you are always in the right place at the right time. And when we get into, sometimes we can get into things showing up or a connection or something that we have put into motion. And then when we get there, we kind of go, oh, I don't prefer that. That doesn't resonate anymore. It's about being able to let go of what's not in alignment with what you thought it was going to be. So, if you set a goal or you say, this is my purpose or this is my calling, and you follow that, and then you go, oh, actually, there's a wee bit more of a nuance to that. Or there's a little bit more of the story that I haven't actually allowed myself to follow. So that's all about that knowing and trusting and coming into finding that best balance of being and doing. I've talked about that before on these sessions. This is such an important part. And with this new moon, it's about slowing things down. Maybe even having a little bit more of space and time to just reflect and contemplate and be in nature. That's an important part too with all of this. Grounding and being in nature and listening to your way you talk to and about yourself. Those are all key pieces that we can do this week. This is perfect. So I just pulled the 3 Healing with the Angels cards. The first one is forgiveness. Now that feels like it's referencing this idea of letting go of a connection that no longer serves. Sometimes when we become aware of, oh, I've been doing something in a certain way over and over and over again, and then we can maybe start to beat ourselves up. Forgiveness is about, I've always been doing the best I can, not getting stuck in beating myself up or telling myself off. So this is a really important part. So surrender and release. Releasing those things that no longer resonate or feel like they are part of the most powerful, empowered version of you. And also to remember that you are an amazingly powerful manifester, creator being. And the other part too that's really important with this idea of manifestation is that abundance and prosperity and well-being, it all starts with you acknowledging and realizing your own self-worth. So perhaps that's something that needs to be addressed with these energies too. Are you acknowledging and recognizing how brilliantly powerful you are and how worthy you are? You are worthy of your own kindness, of your own loving attention. It's very important to always come back to that. You need to be at the top of your own priority list. And to the degree that you do that, that's to the degree that you get to shine your light and share your gifts and be of service to those that you are here to serve, to connect with, right? So it's about, this is a time to reset that, to come back into connection with what is it you need. Okay, I kind of went off on tangent there, but that obviously was part of what we were doing this week. So now, like I said, I'm going to send you off into this week and going to take one of these Liberate Your Inner Truth cards to see what wisdom comes up to help us sort of pull all this together and come in contact and felt sense of who you are at the core. And the card that's come up for us is I am interactive. We are all interactive. However, it really is important to do your work first, and then you get to walk with more confidence, with more sense of play and sense of, yes, I am in the right place at the right time kind of feelings. But let me read this out to you. When I am truly being myself, I experience a space and an ease that allows me to hear the whispers of the earth, of my body, and of the universe, and flow with them all simultaneously and effortlessly. That is the perfect way to kind of synthesize and summarize the energies of this empowered new moon in the sign of Taurus. I wish you a beautiful week ahead. Like I said, if you need any more support or guidance on any of these ideas, let me know. I'm here for you, and my intention is to help you navigate the energies and really get in touch with the truth of you. Much love to you. I wish you a beautiful week. I'll be back again with you next week.